It's just the desert. There's no one else. How you doing, Dimitri? Yeah. It's been cold here the last week. It's 2 degrees in the garage right now. So I was hoping to get some desert vibes to warm me up. I think we're done with snow, I think. I'm mainly riding Rouvy today for the, I wish I had virtual shifting, but the FU Zwift. Yeah, you get 14 days free, but it's pay, but it's one of the less expensive apps. I'm not huge on group rides lately. I'm just more looking at the scenery. So it's Rouvy kind of fits that. Yeah, they might. I don't know. There's like 15. Oh, lost the towel. There's 1,500 or so routes. And most of them are video. There's a whole whack of old routes, though, that don't have video. Yeah, actually, no, I haven't been paying for it. My free Zwift runs out in May. So I haven't really been protesting Zwift. It's just when I do ride my bike, the Zwift isn't the one that I want to choose to ride. Yeah, I haven't paid for Zwift in a year and a half. This is a good video, Bjorn. This is a good one. Yeah, well, I had a 1 year subscription to RGT, and that 1 year subscription expired in October of 2023. And when Zwift and RGT had their whole little lawsuit, or Wahoo and Zwift had their little lawsuit thing going on, RGT was folded, and they gave everyone who had a 1 year subscription to RGT 1 year of Zwift. So my subscription was about to expire in 2 weeks, and they gave me another year. But in some weird Zwift accounting error, my 1 year was actually a year and a half, and it's up May of 2025. Yeah, the new videos are great. I think what I noticed in experimenting with the route creator is the closer you drive to real life riding speeds, the less that there's blur on the edge of the road. The blur happens like when you're climbing up a hill really slow, but they filmed it doing 40 kilometers an hour. So when I tested this. So when I took a bunch of videos, I drove on some roads that there was no other cars, and I drove like 30K an hour. Like right now, the video is pretty good. I think the route creator is open. I didn't actually upload any rides. I just played around with the route creator because Rouvy has some pretty strict rules on uploading videos, and they don't want it rainy and they don't want it like crappy weather. But I got invited into the beta in September, right when the weather got crappy. So all the videos I took were just like to test purposes, or just crap raining. Like, who the hell wants to ride around here in the rain? Yeah, and it's still limited to GoPros. They made it really easy in the beta. They have like a whole 20-page document. They have a QR code for your GoPro. So your GoPro has to have the GoPro Labs firmware. And all you do is you take a picture of the QR code, if you're familiar with GoPro Labs, and it automatically sets the camera settings to what Rouvy wants. Yeah, this video doesn't seem to have much blurring because I'm doing 32 kilometers an hour and they probably filmed it at 50. So the system's not working hard to try to slow it down. Well, what's interesting about the traffic is they drive around you like they would on the street. It's very realistic. Like those cars went totally, fully in the other lane and then pulled back in front of you. Yes. I still don't like the ones that are recorded on a bike. Those are still a little bit too swervy. I haven't done too many, but apparently there's some videos they call Omni mode, which are filmed with a 360-degree camera. And you can look behind you and to the side with the keyboard. Yeah, I've only ever done one. It was a little clunky, but it was still cool because you could look behind you. BK's favorite button, look behind. Yeah, there's a bunch of routes on the island that have no video. Like someone just uploaded a GPX file or something. Because there's the Mount Washington hill climb that I was all excited about. And then it's just you're looking at yourself from above on, Google Earth. Like if you like that. Well, in that view, it makes you look like you're going really slow. So it annoys me. I don't know, reckless speculation. But I mean, there's so many routes being added that are really good. I feel like Rouvy is going in the back end and probably removing shitty routes. Yeah, they do. That's good to know. I mean, I think if you're going to advertise 1,500 plus routes, I mean, that's a lot of routes. You could probably go in and remove some not good ones. I wonder, more reckless speculation, when Rouvy's going to have running now that they're an Ironman partner. One of my favorite routes there's very few routes that I've ridden twice, but Lago Garda in Italy is just freaking beautiful. Riding beside a lake through some super old village. It's not very long. Like I've done the route twice. I'm like, man, I need to go there. Like I actually want to ride there in real life. That's why like the route creation is fun and interesting. But at the end of the day, do I really want to ride routes that I've ridden in real life by my house? I mean, they might be fun for other people, but I don't. Actually, what I should do, a good route would be my ride to work streaming route. Everyone can ride to work with me. Yeah, they'll get no. Well, that's exactly it. Like to me, it's boring, but on a nice day, riding through the forest would probably be pretty nice to people who maybe live in the desert. Yeah. Yeah, pump track. Oh, that'd be good. Or a cyclocross race. Film that. See you, Dimitri. Hello. Thanks, Dimitri, for wrecking my ears. Keep forgetting to turn that stupid sound effect down. Yeah, exactly. The alerts do work. You can bike up Mount Washington. And they hold an annual hill climb event every year, which I have not done because apparently it's super steep. Actually, it's very similar, I guess, probably to the Alp. hay coated on. But in the summer, there is a crap ton of bugs. So many bugs. Oh, longboarding down it. Oh, it's funny. Back in the day, I wanted to ride up it so I could ride down it. And now I'm at the age where, do I really want to ride down it? There's a guy, friend of mine, carbon rims, rim brakes. He melted his rims, started deforming. Like it's disc brake only. Yeah, full leather suit on your bike. I would do that. Because the upper section is quite nice. When you get to the last quarter, it gets freaking steep. That's scary. That is scary. Well, a lot of Mount Washington, too, the road is kind of elevated. There's decent sized banks if you go over a hay bale. Like you're not just skidding, you're going to go off the road and you're going to go 200 feet down some forest bank. Oh, Duffy Lake Loop. That's sketchy. I know when I used to have a motorbike, I know a bunch of motorbike friends that always talked about the Duffy Lake Loop. There is some cliffs. Duffy Lake Loop, that has the cliffs going off like you're thousands of feet. All right, see you, Bjorn. Yeah, nice view if it's a controlled environment where you're not on some skateboard or a motorbike out of control. Thousand metered. It's a nice amount of elevation. See, that's the thing. Mount Washington has very similar distance and elevation as the Alp, but there's only one switchback. So in real life, you can pretty much not touch the brakes if you have big enough balls to do it. Like full tuck, sending it. Like at the very top, there's one switchback, but after that, most of the turns are quite gradual. And you could probably just do 90 to 100 the entire way down, tucked, and like be like banking turns. Yeah, well, that's like to brake. You're like, slow me down, going too fast. Oh man. Like I say, when I was younger, I was all over that kind of stuff. Now all I think of is, what if I get a flat tire? What if like my brakes get too hot? I'm just worried. Like, I don't mind getting a flat. I'm just worried about getting a flat doing 90 kilometers an hour. I had that happen. Well, not going 90, but I was going down a really steep hill in Powell River and it was raining. I got caught in the rain and the hill went very steep and it did a switch, like a 180-degree hairpin turn. And I was on my old cyclocross bike with rim brakes and I was riding the brakes the whole way down. And right before the hairpin, I blew a tube due to overheating the rim. And I went around the corner, like trying to like control the bike, went into the other lane, and 20 seconds after I crossed the other lane, the bus came up the hill. What? Oh man, did they like reset all of my achievements? I just got a personal FTP record of 172. Okay. Sure, Rouvy. All right, who is on Bingo Bug? Villager? What? All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go see Villager. I haven't seen him on a bike in a while, or at least streaming.